It is the Thursday kickoff of college football 2026 in the building. Your boy Big G, Autumn in the building. Level Up College Football Podcast. We took 1 week off because we just had to give it some time. But y'all, the season has started. There's no more of this shenanigans to talk about. It's beginning. So it begins. We got all, look at the diabolical Arch Manning in that ugly orange outfit. But we got some quarterbacks up there, Malachi Tony, Jeremiah Smith. We got some bangers up there. Listen, you guys, if you've not already liked and subscribed, make sure you like, subscribe, share the Know It All podcast. Every Thursday night, you're going to be able to get the Level Up College Football College Talk with myself and Autumn because it is the start of the season. We got to wait a little while for the NFL. But right now, we're about to freaking go with college football ready to go. And if you've not already become a member, make sure that you look at the memberships. Memberships are available across the board for all things concerning football. But we're going to talk a little bit about college football this evening in the building, man. Listen, before I get to it, I got to say what's cracking in my coals, Autumn. Autumn, what's going on?
Hey, listen, we made it and we faded. We made it and we faded, y'all. It's time. It's kickoff week. I'm excited. We got games even starting tonight. If you're a FCS fan, like, it's time. So I'm good. We good. Let's roll on.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And listen, don't forget that if you want to get your rant, your comment, whatever the hell you want to talk about concerning college football up on the screen, hey, listen. All you got to do is super chat. A super chat supports the channel, the Know It All's podcast channel, and you can get great drinks like Zivia. I got a strawberry lemon burst tonight, Autumn. Strawberry lemon burst, Zivia. I got everybody on the Zivia, man. People drinking it, they like, gee, you stumbled into something. I ain't stumbled into nothing. I know what time it is for the Zivia. But if you want to get Steelers products, you want to get Buckeyes gear. It's a Texas Longhorn gear, Cowboy gear. It's available. All you got to do is just click that special emoji right below the screen. Hey, and we're ready to go, man. Listen, we got Scott Henry in the building. Scott, we appreciate you. Like I said, we're going to be here every single freaking Thursday night. Now, we know the crowd's going to be light tonight because everybody and their mama is preparing for the Pittsburgh Steelers game. It's coming on at 7. And I will be live with Big B during the game cast for the Steelers versus the Buffalo Bills tonight. It's going to be outstanding. But we got to talk a little bit about college football because guess what? Before the Buffalo Bills-Pittsburgh Steelers game kicks off, college football going to kick off, and the games count. The games count.
Absolutely.
So, right, Autumn, before we even get to the games and talk about the preview and all whatever else, look, we're just going to pause and talk a little bit about this diabolical mess that's done went down between the National Football League and collegiate sports, especially with college football. Now, they banned it across all sports, but there was actual players that were trying to go from the NFL back to college. And I couldn't believe it when I saw it. I thought it was just a farce. But then there was some injunctions and some rulings. And the next thing you know, the diabolical Lane Kiffin is getting a guy off the Cleveland Browns practice squad already signed with an NIL deal.
Crazy.
So, Autumn, I just want to get your reaction of how all that mess went down because it was unbelievable what they were talking about.
Crazy work. So I actually was going to try to cover it on my As a Fan of College Football channel. However, every single day, like twice a day, there's things going on. So it started out, y'all know, the 5 for 5, all of that, so if you were class of 2022, you potentially have another year of eligibility. A lot of these guys declare for the draft, be it their 3rd or 4th season, they declare for the draft. They went on. Some of these guys didn't make it to where they wanted to make it to. Like, they got on the team, they practiced, they did whatever. None of it didn't go down for them. So they are trying to go back. Now, here's the thing. Lane Kiffin, Mr. Messy Boots himself,
Facts.
as you said,
Facts.
went on and from what I'm hearing, from what I'm keeping up with, was reaching out to NFL teams as soon as he heard about the 5 for 5 or players that were on NFL teams trying to make deals. That's just what I heard. I don't know. It's alleged. I don't know if it's, how true it is, but I wouldn't put it past Mr. Messy Boots. My whole thing is it's stupid. I feel as, and I feel like the moment you declare for the draft, to me, that means that you have decided that you play above the collegiate level. So that's how I look at it. If you take a step to declare for the draft, that means that college football is beneath you. Now, I understand that this is new. I understand that, people see it as an opportunity. I understand that there will be guys that will be offered to, go to the practice squads and all that, but potentially can get more money out of college football. I understand all of that.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
going
facts.
to burn down right now. Like, it's really going to just like straight up burn down. It's just going to be a dumpster fire. But moving forward, I'm glad that they banned it. And I'm not even gonna sit up here and lie.
That's
And
facts.
because what would happen is you would have guys who would still declare after their third season instead of staying fourth season and fifth season. They're gonna declare after their third season, and then they're gonna see that they can't make it there, and they're gonna try to come back, and that is taking away from the people in the pipeline. There's already been a problem with high schoolers feeling that they're not going to get a chance because of the transfer portal. Like, they got to go somewhere else first and do all this, that, and the other to get in the transfer portal and all that. So it's real crazy. That's my reaction. I'm glad that they're trying to handle it and nip it in the bud, but it's not over.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Absolutely. Because there's been injunctions filed again. Even though, and I'll talk a little bit about some of the things that some of the conferences did. And listen, I'm about to back up on the bus on one of them conferences. Let's be clear about it. Right.
Go ahead, let it out.
So yeah. So because the issue is this. The issue is this. You're correct when Lane Kiffin himself personally was contacting NFL teams, and what he was doing is he was cherry picking the rosters, and he was figuring out, okay, well, is this guy not going to make the team? Where is he at? Lane Kiffin has been coaching for a long time, so he has relationships with people at both levels. So teams that he's got a lot of feet in the building, eyes in the building, he started asking questions. And so in the interim of it, and this is the part that I didn't understand how they got away with it, right? You had guys that went to the National Football League. I'm gonna use one particular guy right off the back, right? Daquan Wright, tight end out of Ole Miss University, was actually a good player, but didn't get an opportunity to make the Cleveland Browns team. Daquan Wright was coached by Lane Kiffin at Ole Miss University. Okay. So Daquan Wright, he knew he was going to get poached. Lane Kiffin had already built a deal for him to go to Ole Miss University. But the problem that the issue is, how did he become a student that fast? Because this is not about being a football player. We have talked and just layers and layers about how they're student athletes and they don't want to declare these guys as being professionals. So how in the hell did you be at LSU, your last playing days, you went straight to the NFL, you were an undrafted free agent, you're working out for the team and all whatever else, and you enrolled in classes at LSU because you got to be accepted as a student first before you become an athlete for the team. But he already had an NIL deal in place to go to LSU. Autumn, you just got to explain that to me because there's no freaking way. How did they make that happen that fast?
The only explanation I have is it's just nasty work because it ain't no way. And that is a part of a big part of the issue. How do you get these guys? Well, first of all, remember at first they were saying, and I didn't know that they did away with this or whatever, or did they? I don't know. It's too many changes. I don't know how they did away with the students coming back. They said if they came back, they would have to go to the same school that they were playing at first.
Facts.
And then it changed rapidly so that they can go and get in the portal. So, yeah, I don't know. Like, there's no way that they're enrolled in class unless, I mean, maybe there is a way. Maybe, you know how these athletic departments are. They can, handle things. But I believe a lot of it was in play. As soon as they said that 5 for 5, I Lane and them jumped on it like immediately. So crazy.
Yeah. I just how they figured that out that fast is just that was absolute cheating. Absolute cheating. But then the worst part about it, and this is just from my understanding, it wasn't just LSU. There was multiple teams across the board that was trying to figure this out. Right?
Well, that's what Lane said.
You're correct. And that's a direct quote from Lane Kiffin. Lane Kiffin directly quoted and said, listen, you guys are accusatory towards me. I'm not the only guy that's out here doing this. There's multiple schools.
I think he named Texas, and
he
then
named multiple
a representative
schools.
from Texas was like, we ain't did that.
Exactly. He named multiple schools by name, and he alluded to multiple schools. And he said, no, wait a minute. Everybody's out here trying to work this out, trying to get players to connect back to their university, right? So, and we know, let's be clear, we know that there's multiple teams in multiple conferences, and the logo and the motto is, if you ain't cheating, you ain't trying. So we know that, right? Now, this is where it just gets diabolical. Let me, Ma said, probably online as a student, G, there's no freaking way.
They still had to enroll. They had to go through all of the motions.
He left LSU, and he didn't go to the spring quarter in LSU. He didn't go, right? Because he was already in Cleveland, okay? Summer quarter starts in July. How in the hell did he do to get accepted, enrolled, and this is the worst part. Student athletes that are first-year students in schools, doesn't matter what year you are, there's rules that you got to follow. Trust me, my wife does that job, right? That's her job. There's no way they could have done it. My wife told me there was no way they could have done it that fast. There's no way. Unless he was already a student at Ole Miss at LSU when he left Ole Miss. That's the only way he could have done it. The only way they could have pulled it off. And there's no way in hell he did. And Mod, I do believe Lane is lying.
They didn't know that there was going to be a 5-for-5 rule until well after the draft. This is
the 5-for-5 rule came out at the end of June, the beginning of July.
Right.
How in the hell did they know? There's no freaking way.
Unless they didn't. Unless they did.
Yeah.
Unless they did, you know what I'm saying? Unless
I don't know.
In the background, but again, either way, even if they did know, without it being an official thing, it shouldn't have been put into motion. So I don't know how any of that went down.
How they pull it off. And Dwayne Afton. Yeah.
Oh,
I was just going to say, Dwayne Afton, Tyrone, Scott Henry, Mod, man, we appreciate you guys rocking with us. Go ahead, Autumn. Go ahead.
In the SEC, so they come out with a statement that said absolutely nothing other than, hey,
the initial statement.
Yeah, hey, well, we're not in agreement to this. We don't like this. That's all they said. They didn't say we're going to put a stop to this. They said we don't like this. So the Big Ten comes around and says we're not doing this
for all sports. Not just football, all sports. Nobody's coming back.
What it is, who you is, what y'all think y'all gonna do, whoever is on that roster at this moment is who's gonna be on that roster. We're not doing this.
That's correct.
And then here come the SEC with a revised statement. Well, I guess we ain't gonna do it either. And then everybody else start. Well, I saw Big 12. I don't think I've seen anybody else. I wonder, have you seen the ACC or
the
anybody
ACC
else?
has not done it yet.
Ooh.
The ACC has not done it yet, and the Pac-12 have not done it as of yet. Not officially. There's been 3 conferences that declared. The Big Ten got out in front of it. Like as soon as it happened, within 12 hours, the Big Ten said hell to the no. Right?
Exactly.
A day and a half later, the SEC did. And yesterday, the Big 12 did. Right? So it's and that's my point. This is my point, and I'm not. Listen, if I'm backing the truck up on SEC, I don't give a damn. Why do you wait till the Big Ten does it? Why'd you wait? Because it was your conference and one of your coaches and one of your blue blood flagship programs that was doing what they were doing. And no, and you didn't do anything. And then you waited till the Big Ten said, hell no. And then you start moving. Autumn, that's diabolical, Autumn. That's freaking diabolical.
I just feel like you step foot on the NFL playing field with NFL gear on and play against NFL people. But again, I think it starts with declaring for the draft off the rip.
Facts.
Do not declare. So now that we have this established, and y'all know what the rules are, do not declare for the draft if you are not 100% sure that you're good enough to be placed on one of these. You're in the 1% to be placed on one of these 32 teams in the position that you want to be in, which is not on the practice squad.
Because the money, you're right, Autumn, by saying that the money that he would have made, and that I was hearing that his NIL deal was between $350,000 and $500,000.
Okay.
He was going to make more money in college football than he was going to make in the NFL on a practice squad.
Absolutely.
But the coaching or the etiquette of the coaching from a particular conference, SEC, it's just like, I mean, are you that desperate? Are you that desperate?
And again, I don't. It makes you wonder if the statements are true that Lane actually did reach out to them, because I don't see why, outside of offering them some money, why they would leave even the practice squad. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, your foot is in the door in the NFL. You have a place where you can actually prove yourself to. I mean, it happens all the time. People move up off the practice squad all the time, and some of those guys end up being great. So I believe it. I believe that LSU reached out to some of these guys. They was watching them in camps, and they reached out to some of these guys and made it happen. And this is what triggered the mess that we have now. Because ain't nobody, because have we heard, I mean, I guess maybe some other people have done it now as well for other schools, I'm assuming.
Yeah, there was multiple players, not just at the football, the NFL, the NC2A. They were trying to go from the NBA, and we've seen some of that where guys were in the G League and the NBA and went back to colleges.
Yeah, I hadn't heard of that until just recently. You know, I don't really follow the NBA like that.
We've seen it. I've seen it. There was guys in the G League that went back from the G League and went back to college, right? And that's diabolical in all its ways, right? But, Autumn, I'm going to give them a history lesson. I'm going to let y'all know some stuff. Now, it might have happened before, but in my lifetime, the big story that I remember, there was two big stories that I remember that fed into the NFLPA and fed into how the colleges dealt with it. Back in the day, there was a running back at the Oklahoma University. He was at Oklahoma. His name was Bud Dupree. He was all freaking world. Like Bud Dupree made Billy Sims look like big trash. That's how cold-blooded Bud Dupree was. He was cold, right? But Bud Dupree was unsatisfied of what was going on in Oklahoma. He tried to go pro, and all kind of stuff happened. So he ended up going to the University of Southern Mississippi for a hot second, and then the USFL jumped in the mix of it, and the USFL gave him an out where he could go play professional. Now, he played for the New Orleans Stormbreakers, and he was big trash in the New Orleans Stormbreakers because by then he had messed up his knee and all kind of different things had happened. But that was the first guy. The second big guy I remember that was just diabolical was Maurice Clarett. Maurice Clarett was at Ohio State University. He was trying to go pro after his freshman year. The NFL Players Association and the collegiate ranks worked together, and they said no. No, because you have to be this age, this amount of time, left school in order for you to declare, because we didn't want a young guy coming to the National Football League and get hurt. Now, we're fast forwarding in about 23 years, right? Now, are there guys or players that are freshmen and sophomores? Like Jeremiah Smith could have went after his second year. There's no doubt in my mind.
Absolutely.
Ryan Williams could have went after his second year.
His freshman year, low key.
Yeah, lightweight, facts. But there's Malachi Tony could go league now. Don't give me Malachi Tony from Miami. He's a pro, right? There's no pro. What's that? Colin Simmons, the kid that plays rush in for Texas. He was a pro last year. He should have been able to go, but because of rules between the NFLPA and college football, you can't. So how does the rules work going forwards? But then they're
That's
just
my
the
whole
opposite
thing.
going backwards.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's a good point. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
I don't think that those rules have changed.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and I hope that they don't. Honestly,
Mm-hmm.
like I even feel a way about the 3 year. To be honest, I do. I feel a way about
Mm-hmm.
the 3 years. And again, this is just coming from a standpoint of having those teams stay together for a while. It
Mm-hmm.
gives, and I feel like it gives room for more development, to be around more experienced, the underclassmen to be around more experienced players. Like I just feel like it's best, but 3 years at the least. You know what I mean? Like to try
Mm-hmm.
to get them ready to get into the NFL, because the NFL is a totally different beast, and that's what these people are
It's
seeing.
grown men. It's grown ass
Right.
men.
That's what they're
Mm-hmm.
seeing when they
Mm-hmm.
go and they're like, oh, we're going to get on a practice squad. And that's no shade to them, because, again, it
Mm-hmm.
happens. And, you were great enough to even be chosen. Like, so no shade, no disrespect, none of that.
Mm-hmm.
It's just, it's all very diabolical.
Mm-hmm.
It's all
Know it
very,
alls, hey man, thanks for the research. $247,500 is the salary for a practice squad. Daquan Wright was going to make anywhere between $350,000 and
is
$500,000.
that an average, or is
I,
that the actual? Because I feel like I heard it was lower than that.
I think it is lower. I think it absolutely, but I'm
I heard
saying
it was
like
like
that's probably an
150 or
average.
something.
That's probably an average. But there's no way he was going to make more money at Ole Miss. He was going. I mean, at LSU, he
Yeah,
was going to make
LSU.
more money.
Hmm.
And Scott, you're right. I mean, Steven Stroud, you're right. You're talking about NIL money. Yeah, there's laundry bags of money laying around because you have collectives at, I would say, and this just without doing the research and knowing, I would say the top 35 schools collective has enough money to pay 80 guys on their team at least $70,000. I
And
believe that.
and if I'm keeping it a buck, like
Mm-hmm.
not for nothing, I
Mm-hmm.
believe they're still sliding bags under the table.
Yeah,
I still believe it.
they have to because think about this. If you're paying them up front, first of all, you're like an employee. There's some 1099 going on, right? It's not like my family got millions of dollars and I'm paying you out of a trust,
Right.
right? They're 1099 because they got to declare that stuff for taxes. There's 1099 going on. It's all kind of stuff.
But I'm
You know,
saying
unless
even off the books is what I'm
yeah.
saying.
Oh
Like,
yeah,
say
but I'm
for instance,
saying
with this particular person,
yeah.
I bet they was like, well, we gonna front you something first if you go ahead and go through this to see how it goes.
Yeah. I mean, there's no doubt in my mind that there are players that it says on the books that they're getting $500,000 in NIL, but in all actuality, they're getting closer to $850,000 because they done gave them $300,000 off the books, or it's tied with this perk or that perk, and there's still envelopes being handed out and briefcases being handed out. There's no doubt in my mind. There's no doubt because it's literally the Wild West right now concerning NIL. It's literally the Wild West. So it's just unbelievable. It's just unbelievable. Vic says, no, that's the actual. Anyone from 0 to 2 years occurred in the NFL, that's how much you make. Yeah, so if you're like Nichols that plays running back for the Steelers, he's been on the practice squad. He's going to be on the practice squad probably again this year for the Steelers. He'll make that amount of money. But Daquan Wright was still going to make more. He was going to make between $350,000 and $500,000.
Right. At going to LSU.
Hell yeah. Scott
yeah.
Henry said, this is the era of high school kids probably getting paid already for college.
Yeah,
Check
they
this
are.
out, Scott. They already.
They have meal deals. They definitely do. Yeah.
There's a kid that's one of my good friends here in Lima, okay, where I'm from. His name's Sean Foster. He's one of the top-ranked high school basketball players in the entire country. Sean has an NIL deal with Darius Garland on a sports drink. He's got commercials and everything. He's a senior in high school this year. He got the deal last year as a junior. He's already getting paid. He gets a paycheck. And he's in high school, right? Go Google it. Go look at Darius Garland and Sean Foster for a sports drink. They got commercials and everything. And he's getting paid, right? So it's already done. It's already done. $13,750 per week. Hey, You make the practice squad times 17 games every week, there's that $247,000. And Daquan Wright was going to get more than that. Daquan White was going to get more than that. Scott, it's wild, but I'm telling you, go for real, Google it. Google Sean Foster Jr. with Darius Garland, and it's going to pop right up. I'm telling you, he's getting the bread. He's getting the bread. In high school, he's a senior, right? They got shoe deals and everything. I'm talking about everything. They got shoe deals with Adidas. Now, I'm just saying Foster, but deals with Adidas, deals with Nike. They got deals. There's coaches that have deals.
Local businesses, all time.
Yeah, you better believe it. Hell, Tavion St. Clair had a deal with Lee's Chicken before he went to Ohio State. He had a deal. Lee's Chicken was promoting to Tavion St. Clair before he went to Ohio State. Now he's got his own meal deal box. This is Tavion St. Clair meal deal. It's unbelievable. It's the Wild West, man.
Crazy.
Wild West. All right. We got to shift. All right. Couple quick hits. Autumn, if you got to pick 3 players that's going to have absolutely breakout seasons in 2026, who's your 3 players?
Okay. So off the top of my head, and this is just what I'm hearing from my fellow, well, not really my fellow, but people from TikTok who are a bunch of Miami fans that are always in my lives. I got to go with Darian Mensah.
Whoa.
And
I heard it.
so, I know he had a great season last season. Also, he was playing for Duke. So he needs to have like the breakout season this season with Miami. So I'll say him.
Okay.
I'm gonna say, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and say it. I seen just a little bit of a clip here and there. I'm gonna go ahead and say Legend Bay.
Oh, you heard what Jeremiah Smith said. You heard Jeremiah said he's gonna get a Heisman.
I saw. So I'm gonna say Legend Bay. Once he gets going, he's gonna eat. 100%, he's gonna eat. Another player. Oh man. I can't even really. Cause I'm gonna just say another Buckeye, and it's gonna be like Brock Boyd.
You think Brock Boyd gonna go off?
They calling him White Lightning.
I mean that is clear. They say he's Anthony Gonzalez all over again.
So I'm gonna go with Brock. I'm gonna go with White Lightning. That's
okay. I'm gonna go 3 defensive players.
okay.
You know, I'm gonna go 3 because the offensive players are always exciting, right? But I got 3 defensive players.
I do got a defensive player.
That's gonna break out. Okay, I got to start with a Miami Hurricane. All right, I've sat back and watched some film on this kid, game tape on this kid. I've watched camp clips. I've read all the readings. I've been in the tea leagues. And let y'all know, I love college football. So I pay attention to everybody, not just my Buckeyes, but everybody. There's a kid by the name of Armando Blunt that plays edge rusher, defensive end for the Miami Hurricanes. And when I'm telling y'all this kid is the real deal, he is the real deal. Now, you got to understand, Desmond Bain and the other defensive end, they both was first-round draft picks. This kid might be just as good or better than both of them. His name is Armando Blunt. He is the real freaking deal. Like he's 6'4", 265, and he's got a motor on him. I heard one of my homeboys told me that he runs a 4.6 flat at 265. I said, "Oh my God, he's a problem. And he's going to be a big problem at Miami." A big problem. I think I'm going to be honest about this. Miami is getting to the point where I think they're reloading versus having to retool. Miami is almost back. Like they're right there at the crust. They're right there. But when you got a guy like that, oh my God. Oh my God. I mean, like, I'm telling you, get ready. This kid, I'm calling it right now, double-digit sacks. I'm calling it right now, fringe All-American defensive end.
Okay.
I'm calling it. I think he can play football, man. So, excuse me for going on a rant about Miami Hurricane player because I'm a Buckeye. But, man, when I know talent when I see it. And this kid can play. Autumn, he can play. My second kid, now you're all going to accuse me about being a homer.
It is
Y'all
what
gonna
it
accuse me
is.
about
Don't
being a
even
homer.
say his name because I forgot now. I know exactly who you about to say.
No, you might not.
Who?
His name is Peyton Pierce.
Oh yeah, I've heard of Peyton Pierce. Okay.
Peyton Pierce is the inside off-ball linebacker for the Ohio State Buckeyes.
Mm-hmm.
Let me tell you something about what happens in Ohio State, in Columbus, Ohio. When you are a unanimous captain, unanimous, that means everybody picked you, right, to be a captain. And you get more votes than Jeremiah Smith and Julian Sand to be a captain. And Mick Moriarty says that you had one of the best all-season that he's ever had in all his years of coaching. And y'all that don't know who Mick Moriarty is, Mick Moriarty started with Urban Meyer, Bowling Green, picked up with him in Utah, went with him down to Florida when Florida was kicking ass and winning championships, and they came with him to Ohio State. He's a strength and conditioning coach. Mick Moriarty said that Peyton Pierce has the ability to become a special Ohio State player. Legacy, top dog Ohio State player. And then on top of that, all the dogs is there. And they say, oh, yeah, he the one. Get ready. Get ready. Get ready. Get ready. Get ready. Peyton Pierce is for real, y'all. He's for real. And we lost Alvell Reese and Sonny Styles. Mm-hmm. Okay. I'm just telling you right now, I can go into waves about the Buckeye defense reloading. But he's the highlight to me.
Okay. All right.
He's the highlight. Now, my last guy, he's already been known, but I think he's in line to have a special season. I really do believe he's in line to have a special season. There's an edge kid down at South Carolina University.
Okay.
His name's Dylan Stewart, man. I mean, he's special. And this ain't taking nothing away from, because the kid in Texas is the #1 defensive end in the country. Mm-hmm. This ain't taking nothing away from him. But that Stewart kid is special, man. He is special. Okay. He's Jadeveon Clowney special. You had to have talent around him. Because his freshman year, there was talent. There was NFL talent all over that South Carolina defense. Well, guess what's done happened? South Carolina done loaded up again. They done. Remember 2 years ago they were 10-3. Last year they fell off the cliff because all those guys went to the league.
Right.
The year before that they were 9-3. Don't forget that. They were on the verge of breaking out in the SEC. Last year they had a diabolical season. Diabolical season. But that Dylan Stewart is a freaking dog, man.
That's what's up.
He's a dog. So those are my 3 breakout players. I mean, y'all, get ready. Now, we're not going to see none of them tonight. We ain't going to see none of them tonight. We got to talk about week 0. Yeah, it's week 0. But guess what? It's still live football. So you got to get excited about it because the games count. They actually mean something in college football starting tonight.
That's a
All
fact.
right, so Autumn, we're going to go over 3, maybe 4 games real fast. The highlight game of the night that's going to get the most talk is the University of North Carolina versus TCU. Okay?
Yep.
Do you feel that Bill Belichick can actually right the ship in North Carolina, or is TCU a sneaky team in the Big 12 this year?
Well, TCU has always kind of been decent over in the Big 12. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Like I don't see them showing up and not putting up a great fight. I think do they play at TCU too? I don't know. But I don't see them folding to North Carolina. It's gonna be a big game because we know what TCU can do, but we need to see what this second year of Bill Belichick's team is going to be able to do. Now it's gonna take. I don't know what's gonna take, a miracle or something after last season. I don't know what they're gonna do over there, but I don't know. I think TCU will be fine. I don't know about I don't know about Belichick and crew, to be honest.
Well, so Bill Belichick has 7 returning starters on offense. Okay, and he's got 4 returning starters on defense. However, he hit the transfer portal for 6 starters on defense.
Okay.
Right, and he hit the transfer portal for 3 more starters on offense. So it was a matter of him getting his culture in.
Okay.
Right, Billy Edwards Jr. is the quarterback for North Carolina University. Right, he's a grad transfer that came in, and this is where it starts for Belichick. Belichick had to sound off at that quarterback position because he did not get solid play last year. Okay, this kid came in from Wisconsin University, and before his injury at Wisconsin, he was starting to show signs. Like 2 years ago, Edwards was starting to show signs. So by him getting that quality of a player to come in and sound off at the quarterback, yeah. Now he's going to need help on defense. And like I said, he hit the portal. I think they're highlighted by to me, their off-ball linebacker, Derek McDonald. Derek McDonald was a grad transfer that also came in. That's another Bill Belichick guy. He transferred from Syracuse University. He was a starting off-ball linebacker for Syracuse. So the North Carolina Tar Heels might be headed in the right direction. But Autumn, I agree wholeheartedly. TCU's not going to fold.
No.
Right? Ma said, I'll stay it slow. Rashawn Biles. Come on, man. Rashawn Biles is the transfer from Pittsburgh University that went to Texas. And he's talking about he's got a vengeance against Ohio State because they didn't want to recruit him out of high school and this, that, and this. Come on, man. Stop. And he's an All-American, but he played against a guy that was a third-round NFL draft pick, played right with him. So, come on, man. Stop the diabolicalness.
Now it would be a show if Bill Belichick, if they even go in there and keep it close. Like if TCU don't pull away with like an astronomical win, then I still feel like that's a win for North Carolina. But we'll see.
I'm hearing rumblings that they could actually contend or try to get to the ACC championship game this year. But I got to see it before I believe it. So, Autumn, who you got to pick? Because we're going to do a pick'em show all year. It's early. We don't have a lot of data, a lot of film. We just know guys that return, guys at the transfer portal. So week 0 is going to count against our record. It might be the difference between our record at the end. Right. But your gut feeling, who you going to pick?
I'm going to go with TCU on that one, to be honest. It's an easy pick for me.
Yeah, I want to go with TCU, but I just think that Belichick, because of his pedigree and what he's done in the coaching room in North Carolina, I'm going to take TCU to win. I mean, North Carolina to win.
Okay, all right.
I'm going to take them to win.
I'm with it.
All right. We got second game we're going to talk about. The University of Virginia versus North Carolina State University. NC State will go to the University of Virginia, right? So who you got in this and why you got them? Now, I'm gonna tell you right off the bat, Virginia got a lot of returners, including a quarterback that played very well last season. So who you got on them?
Whew. I think I kind of got Virginia too. I just feel like they're going to be a tad bit more established this time around. I mean, the short of it, like I think that Virginia is. I don't think you're going to be able to truly sleep on them either in the ACC. I think the ACC is going to be competitive down the line.
I agree
with each other. Yeah,
I agree.
Yeah, so I honestly think. I mean, we know that Miami is a powerhouse over there, but I think it's anybody's conference, to be honest. Yeah. So I think I'm gonna go with Virginia on that one.
Yeah.
They got a lot of experience coming back. Yeah. They're the most they're the most experienced roster in college football right now. 48,313 snaps.
That's a lot of damn snaps on them. That's big facts. That's a whole lot of snaps, right? Yeah. And listen, Virginia fought last year for a moment. We thought Virginia was going to be, a playoff team. Like 2 weeks out, we thought Virginia was going to be in a playoff. right? So, I don't know. I, I just know that I'm picking Virginia in this game because I know what NC State lost. I mean, including Hollywood Smothers, who's at the University of Texas as a running back. They lost a lot of pieces down in NC State, but they're always competitive. NC State's always competitive. So when you're saying right down the middle, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I think there's going to be a lot of 7-5, 6-6, and 8-4 teams
Yeah.
in the
Yeah.
ACC because anybody can beat anybody outside of that flagship Hurricane team. Right.
Yep, I agree.
Agree. All right, we got some action, and this is Autumn's specialty, right? We got a MAC game, and listen, y'all, the MAC is going to be live because when we go live on college football on Level Up College Football Podcast, MAC games will be on Thursdays every year. If you guys don't know that, MAC stands for Wednesday nights. Yep. So we'll be done covered the Wednesday night, Thursday night. MAC stands for Midwest Athletic Conference. And teams like Ohio University, Miami of Ohio, University of Toledo, Eastern Michigan, Western Michigan, Ball State, Buffalo, the University of Buffalo. So we got a big-time MACtion game this week. Autumn, break it down for us. Tell us what's going to happen with the MACtion.
Okay, so look, first and foremost, I want to let y'all know that I will be covering MAC games this season on As a Fan of College Football or at Autumn to Aries, anywhere. So if you have any interest in the MAC, I will be covering them. I am an alumni of the University of Toledo Go Rockets, and I will be on it. So this game interests me. It's Sacramento State versus Eastern Michigan. And let me tell y'all why this is an important game for the MAC. This is not only Sacramento State's introduction to the MAC after transferring into the MAC. They're coming from FCS, the FBS ball. Okay. That's a big deal to me. So of course, a lot of people are counting them out. I get it. They're feeling like, okay, they're just going to have to go in here and get a taste of, this next level of college ball. I think this was one of the best conferences that they could have gone to, even though they are out West. I mean, but this is what we're doing now. We're doing it in the Big Ten too. Like, this is just a part of what we're doing.
Yeah. The whole freaking West Coast is now plays Northwest football. I mean, Northwest Midwest football.
Right. So the problem with Sacramento State this season is they're only returning 6 starters. They literally brought in 73 new players.
That's unbelievable. They went out of 73. NFL team don't have a 53. Wow, 73 players. Oh my God.
It says the transition includes 4-year transfers, junior college additions, and freshmen. So the chemistry is going to be like they gotta get mold quickly. Okay, they gotta get it going quickly. The head coach, this is his first year. I think this is his first year coaching. I think this is his first year coaching Sacramento State. Alonzo Carter or Lonzo Carter. Fun fact about him, he used to be a dancer for MC Hammer.
Yeah, facts.
Many of y'all didn't know. Too legit to quit. You know what I'm saying? Like he used to do that. But he's been coaching football for some time. He got this job, and I believe in them. I don't know how well they're going to do this season, but I think that they have a good chance to be a great representative for the Mid-American Conference. Eastern Michigan, they're coming back. The coach has been there 13 years. I think they said he's been there 13 years, so he has some experience coaching in the MAC. Eastern Michigan has not necessarily a super terrible team, but they didn't do all that great last season. They were
Facts.
they were 4-8. So I think that this opening game for Sacramento State is going to, with this being the opening game for them, I think this will kind of show like where they are, like, what level they're on at this point. So depending on what they do going in to play Eastern Michigan, and I do believe that they are playing in Michigan, I believe, which
Facts.
is another thing. Again, they got to travel. They got to come from the West Coast over. At least it won't be cold. It won't be any of that. The weather should be pleasant. So yeah, it's gonna be some action. I'm excited. I am excited. This is the game that I'm excited about. I think y'all should pay attention to it.
Yeah. If you love college football, you listen. You have to like the MAC conference. You got to, because they do things different all the time. And at lightweight, they're not competitive like some of the big conferences, but there's good football that's being played in that conference. So make sure you check Autumn out on all the platforms concerning where she's going to be covering college football this year. And if you love MAC, please check her out on all her podcasts that she's going to be rocking with.
Yep.
Last game, the Stanford Cardinal versus the Hawaii Rainbows, right? Now, I'm going to be clear. Remember I was talking about breakout players? There's a kid that plays quarterback for Hawaii University. His name is Michael Aharo. He was a true freshman last year at Hawaii. And when I'm telling y'all he played well, those first 3, 4, 5 games, 6 games, freshman caught up with him, talent level caught up with him when he played. Then he got hurt. But before he was hurt, he threw for 3,106 yards, 24 touchdowns, and 9 interceptions as a true 17-year-old freshman quarterback at Hawaii. I'm telling y'all right now, this kid's going for about 4,500. He's going for about 4,500, and he's going for about 35 to 40 touchdowns. I'm telling you right now, because they got the weapons surrounding him this year. Hawaii hit the transfer portal and got wide receivers and offensive linemen, right? Hawaii's sneaky. I'm just letting y'all, not college football sneaky. Not like how several years back Hawaii messed around and was trying to make the playoff in a big-time bowl game. Not that. But Hawaii can beat some teams. So now I know it's the Stanford Cardinal. They're known for being rough, rugged, and raw, physical. That's what they can do with Stanford.
And
and we got to go back.
Go ahead.
We got to go back. So who'd you pick in the Virginia game? We both took Virginia. We both took Virginia. I took North Carolina. You took TCU. I'm not going to pick the matching game because that's you. I don't know too much about it. I know a little bit, but not that much, right? But we're going to pick this game. Autumn, I got Hawaii.
I got Hawaii.
I got Hawaii to win big.
I got Hawaii too, and I'm gonna tell y'all this: even if you are not interested in like the smaller conferences, I think they're in the Mountain West. Hawaii is exciting to watch. Their traditions, y'all got to get into their traditions. Like all of the little traditions and stuff that I won't call them little, but all of the traditions and stuff that they do, it's just so much fun to watch. So yeah, but aside from that, I'm picking Hawaii as well.
Yeah, I think their quarterback, I really wholeheartedly believe that their quarterback is going to throw for about 4,400 to 4,500 yards. And I believe wholeheartedly when you start looking about who's leading the NC2A and completion percentage, passing yards per games, and touchdown, this kid's going to be a top 10 quarterback. And he's only a sophomore. So he's only going to continue to get better and better and better. Could he play at the next level? Yeah.
Yeah. And for my action game, I'm going to just pick the underdog. I'm going to just go ahead and say Sacramento State going to pull it off. That's all I'm going to say.
Daniel Hall says, so you saying Hawaii could beat Tennessee? No. No. Because they don't have the body. But could they give Tennessee a game for 3 quarters?
They can run with them. They'd be able to run
for 3 quarters? Yeah, they can run with them.
Hey, man, the Hawaiian dudes is huge. Them some big old linemen.
Samoans are some big people.
If anything, you going to have a problem with that front.
Hey, they'll beat Kentucky's ass.
You think so?
Hawaii will whoop Kentucky's ass. They'll whoop Kentucky. They'll whoop Purdue ass.
I was about to say, who you think they'll beat in the Big Ten?
They'll whoop Purdue ass. I'm telling you straight up. No, they can't beat no South Carolina. Stop that. South Carolina loaded, right? Correct. That's B-Dot did the research. That's big facts. B-Dot, he went to Bishop Gordon High School in Nevada, Las Vegas. That's absolutely correct. That's absolutely correct. He was a baller at Bishop Gorman. He was a baller at Bishop Gorman. So yeah, and he broke a lot of their records. Go back and look that up too. He broke a lot of them high school records. This kid was a big time recruit coming out of there, man. And Hawaii got one. I'm telling you, he threw for 3,400, 24 touchdowns and 9 INTs and got hurt. He going for 45. 44, 45. And if he don't get hurt, he going for it.
That's crazy.
So I got Hawaii, and Hawaii going to be sneaky. They're going to be sneaky.
I like it.
Yep. All right, so we picked our games. We broke it down. We had some diabolicalness. It's week 0, y'all. When we come back next week, we have a huge slate for week 1. Oh, my God. And it's just going to get bigger. Week 2 is going to be – week 2, I'm letting all y'all know right now, we're going to have some diabolicalness over here because Mod going to be on the podcast because it's the Buckeyes versus the Longhorns, and there's a lot of stuff going on over here with week 2.
I'm going to have to pull out one of the jerseys.
He's going to try to bring one of his Longhorn buddies with him too. We'll see. But it's going to be 2 Buckeyes versus 2 Longhorns. We're going to talk about
he coming on the show?
Oh, he coming on the show with a Longhorn dude.
Horns down.
Yeah, he come.
Okay.
Yeah. I already got it. Listen, I got a sign that says instead of hook 'em, it says choke 'em. Choke 'em. Yeah. Well, we're ready. All right, listen, Autumn. Final thoughts as we close out the podcast. And where can everybody find you?
All right, y'all. I'm just happy we made it. We've been counting down since the national championship game, and we made it. It was a long road, but we here. It's week 0. Y'all make sure y'all tap in. There are FCS games tonight. So if you want to watch some football tonight, please do. I know that we got NFL football on as well, but you can find some college football somewhere on your TV or on a streaming service tonight. I'm just happy that we're here. You can find me on YouTube at Autumn the Aries. You can find me on Instagram at Autumn the Aries and at As a Fan of College Football, which is down here. You can find me on the Facebook pages As a Fan of College Football, which is where I'm streaming to now. And YouTube, Autumn the Aries. I think I said that. TikTok, I do TikTok lives on Wednesdays at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and I will be coming on before the college football games at 10:30 a.m. Unless otherwise noted. I know there's a couple of times I'm not going to be able to be on that early, but check for me.
Yeah. You might see G jump on a couple of times on Autumn's platform for college football as well this season to do some Saturday morning ranting and talking crazy about some of the games. So absolutely, man. You guys check Autumn out on all her platforms. She does outstanding work. Outstanding. And it's an honor to have her work with me concerning the Level Up College Football Podcast. We absolutely appreciate it. Now, listen, y'all, if you've not liked and subscribed, make sure you like, subscribe, and share. Wherever you want to get your college football, NFL coverage, wherever you would like podcasting and talk about sports, get your rants, your comments, or whatever the hell you want to talk about. You're going to like and subscribe on the Know It Alls podcast, y'all. We're close. Less than 60. Our deadline date is September 25th of 2026. If we have 1,000 subs from when we took off last year, that means we grew 1,000 people in 1 year. Man, that's good work, man. We're a grassroots campaign, grassroots podcast. Listen, y'all, 1,000 real subscribers, not bots, not bought subscribers, not 10 for 10, 5 for 5, 4 for 4, like they do on some of those other platforms. We're talking about real viewers. We appreciate y'all rocking with us. So snatch a phone, grab a phone, say, look, man, I know where you can get great NFL coverage, great college football coverage, just sports coverage at all, and it's the Know It Alls podcast channel. While you're over there, make sure you check out the memberships. Look at the different levels, 3 different tiers available, and come back and check out all the content that's available on the Know It Alls podcast channel. Tonight, my boy Take Boy Fresh will be back with the Jag crew. They might do a little wrap-up about the Steelers game. Definitely be back on the homies on Friday as they close out this preseason. And guess what? The Know It Alls crew will be back in full effect on Sunday because it's cut day. It's cut day, and we're going to talk about it. Me in about 15 minutes.
We'll be back next week here at our regular time. We
6
had to
o'clock.
go early this time. So
yeah, because we got the Steelers in about 15 minutes. And then for all you guys that's going to rock with the Steelers game, me and Big B will be doing a live stream of the Steelers-Buffalo Bills game like we do every week on Steelers Almighty. So we'll be over there. We're going to kick it off somewhere around 6:40. The game starts at 7. We're going to be ready to go. So if you get out and you want to do the Steelers talking the whole thing, y'all, we usually get about 1,000 freaking people in that chat. So we appreciate all y'all following us on both platforms. And if you got friends that's going to follow us on the Steelers, you might as well come over here and become a member of the Know It Alls podcast channel.
Might as well.
Yeah. We appreciate all you guys for rocking with us. As for Autumn and Big G, man, when you guys have a great night, check out the college football this week and enjoy all the football because, y'all, it's football season.
We back.
Yeah. Have a good one. Bye-bye.